A buried lie in a bunker is one of the most difficult shots that you can have. It's almost impossible to spin the ball out of here. And the best way to get the ball out high and not roll too far is, number one, you have got to set up with your left shoulder low for a right-handed golfer. As you can see on the right, here's a normal setup. I have about 11 degrees of tilt in my shoulders. With a buried lie, you can see I've got 5 degrees the other way. So the left shoulder is much lower on a buried lie. The shaft angle is still going to be somewhat fairly straight up and down. It looks a little back here in this picture here on the video. We're not going to open our club face as much here. The reason for that is the more we open the club face, you can see the club face open here on the right. The more you open the club face, the more bounce that you have. We've got to find a way to get down and underneath that ball. So we want to use less bounce. So as you watch these two swings, watch how vertical this club goes up. So look at the position I'm in at the top of the swing. Over here on the right, for a more standard bunker shot, you're going to see that I'm nowhere near as far forward with my upper body. Look how far, look at this lean and this left side bend here toward the target of my upper body. That's so that I can get extremely vertical on the downswing, because keep in mind, I've got to find a way to get underneath the ball. So now as I come down, I'm going to hit straight down. That's just a much more vertical swing. And you're going to see that right in here, right as the ball starts to come out, right here, I certainly have this shaft angle pretty much straight up and down. Okay? If you hit this shot with the shaft leaning forward, or more forward than I have it, something here, the ball is going to come out lower and run a lot further. And so we've got to let the wrist unhinge and really get that shaft back to more straight up and down right there, just a few inches past impact. You're going to see in a regular bunker shot, I'm going to do the same thing. So you can see right there that the shaft angle is pretty much straight up and down right there, maybe 2-3 inches past impact. But look at the difference of the tilt of the shoulders. And also look at the difference of the lower body, okay? So I definitely, with that left shoulder lower, I can certainly hit more down and get underneath that golf ball. Now, as I'm in the sand with my hands, I'm trying to turn my hands or open the club face as I'm in the sand, and pretty much going to leave it in the sand. See, right here you can see my glove hand. So I haven't really, there's a little bit of rotation in the face, but nothing compared to on the right as I go through. Look at the rotation in the hands and the recocking of the club back up, the speed in the club head there. Whereas in a buried lie, I'm going to try and leave that club in the sand and finish there. Okay? So as we look at this from down the line, and I'm not going to this flag over here, but there's a little flag over here where you can't see it where my head is. I'm trying to hit it somewhat at a flag that's somewhere over here. But what you're going to see is this club going more outside, going back and up. So look where that club head is going back. As you're going to see over here on the right, the club head is going to go vertical, but not as much outside my hands. And when I come down, notice that the club is much steeper coming into the ball. Look at this angle of the shaft here. See, this is a very steep angle. That would be certainly not what you'd want to do in your golf swing. Here it's a little steep for a golf swing. You know, the downswing plane in your golf swing would be somewhat of a parallel line here above the backswing plane. But you can see I am much steeper coming into this ball for this buried lie. So when the club head gets, or the shaft gets parallel to the ground, you can see the club head's more outside my hands. And as I come down, I'm going to hit in the sand. And as I said, from the face on, I'm going to let that club face stay in the sand, and the club face is just going to stay there and not really rotate. But watch the rotation on the right of a normal shot, okay? And there's the ball coming out of the bunker on the left. So to review this, what are the tips? Well, first thing is setup. Get that left shoulder lower and the club face less open. Thirdly, more vertical swing and hit down and leave that club in the sand. I hope those things help you with your bunker play. As you can see, this club face is slightly open there at the end of the swing. I did not rotate my hands through there like a normal shot. I hope this tip helps your game. And if you'd like more information on me or to come see me and work on your bunker game, please visit LarryRinker.com.